Awesome. Thank you very so much. I don't really want to celebrate at my age the passing years, but they gave me a very good reason to be happy. In many ways, I'm a perfectionist. I'm not sure if it's a very good trait, but that maybe brought me to achieve what I really wanted. I saw a very good means of scanning the pelvis because you could get close to the organs, get to the cervix, get to the uterus, the ovaries. I thought that this would be a marvelous way to get better resolution pictures. I take two wooden tongue depressors around the cord of a transducer that was used by the pediatricians to scan children and then put a glove on it. That was my first transducer. The pictures talked for themselves. The moment you show the picture of an ovary that was previously seen pretty poorly by transabdominal route, they saw also the endometrium that was defined and measured and evaluated. Then it was a flood of opportunities. Very hard to convince the editors of the value of transvaginal ultrasound. Oh, these are only pretty pictures. There is nothing to it.
So here we are at about 20 weeks. There's a nice heartbeat, 4 chambers of the heart. I like to be at the beginning of something where you discover something really, really, really novel, and then take it forward. I come from a very elite family with a lot of high achievers, and I was expected to make a lot with my life. I had a lot of struggles in school because I had trouble learning how to read. So I discovered that I had dyslexia probably in medical school, and I had been ashamed of this problem for a long time, and I started to see that there might be some benefit. I do everything in terms of images. I'm working through a problem. I think of it as a puzzle as the puzzle pieces come in and fill in. And sometimes when there's 4 images on the screen, I will take it in as a whole. When something's not right, it jumps out at me. I realize now over the years that it is a gift. It's an absolute gift. Ultrasound in the late 70s was very rudimentary. It really looked like the surface of the moon on a bad day. I had no interest in it. I thought, let me do an ultrasound fellowship. I don't care how bad it is for a year. I'll just get pregnant, and then I can go back to what I wanted to do. Everybody has a lot of interest in fetuses, but the gynecologic aspect has sort of taken a backseat, particularly in America. I sort of jumped onto that bandwagon because I found that there were a lot of needy patients and not a lot of people interested in helping them. When I was president of AIUM, we continued a program that was called Ultrasound First. Women with pelvic pain come into the ER, they immediately get a CT scan. They don't get an ultrasound. Well, that's backwards. Do the ultrasound first, you may not even need the CT scan.
every single gynecological scan, as far as I am concerned, has to have a 3D coronal view of the uterus, 3D color, slow flow applications, microvascular applications. These are the ones that every time there is something new, you can add a little more to the understanding of gynecological diseases.
We can examine a patient in one session where you can look at the inside, the outside of the uterus, put in the fluid, look at the fallopian tubes, look at the ovaries, look at everything and get the answer. It's a very, very good workup.
We are trying to educate the sonographers to concentrate a little more and understand a little better the gynecological aspect of transvaginal ultrasound. Maybe even convince the general practitioners to grab that vaginal probe and put it in every office.
Right now, I seem to be cancer free, which is good news because this has been a real struggle, although I've been working all the way through. People tell me I'm strong and all that, but I don't understand what other people do. I mean, you're handed a lousy diagnosis, and what are you going to do? Curl up in a ball? The thing is that you shouldn't be doing anything that's not going to be important. And so many people do things that are not important. You narrow your vision to what's really important and what's going to count.
The funny answer is, what would I do if I would be at home doing nothing? The serious answer is, I love what I do.